Darkspawn, the anti-drip. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. This is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do. An enemy. So we gotta go to enemy. Nearest visible. There was one. Let's see. Nearest visible class. Attacking party member. Attacking controlled party member. I do need a buddy, right? So attacking Hawk. Target. Self. Surrounded by enemies. Party health. These enemies are alive. Most enemies using attack. All enemies being attacked. Let's see. How? Oh my god. Enemy, Avalon, controlled party member, Hawk. Let's see. Self. Being attacked. Most enemies. All enemies using attack. At least enemies are alive. So surrounded by enemies or party health. I didn't even know what to have taunt as. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even know. So any usability taunt, I wouldn't even know. Maybe that. Do you wish to save? Yeah. Maybe that will make it so that when I'm being attacked, he'll come over towards me and pull his own aggro. I'm not exactly sure. That's so weird to build them up like that. Like, I've only built it up so I could have my guys. There it is. The Dragon Age. So this isn't the dragon from the previous game. It doesn't look like it at all. Yeah, we're fucked, bud. Whoa, that's an ability it has. They're people. They're people. They're people. They're people. The high dragons are people.
Well. What have we here?
Dude, if this is Flemeth.
It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Nice trick. Nice trick.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon. If so, count yourself lucky. The smell of burning darkspawn does nothing for the appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
So you're just going to leave us here?
She looks so cool, dude.
And why not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated.
Very common.
You are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
We need to get out of here. I want to be a dragon. We're fine. I want to be a dragon.
Show me that trick of yours. That looks useful.
I dare say it is. Such a clever tongue for a mage. Tell me, clever child, how do you intend to outrun the Blight?
We're going to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. So far, simply to flee the Darkspawn.
We have family over there. How far do you recommend? We have nothing, nowhere. We have nowhere else.
Our home is gone, and we have nowhere else to go.
I see. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide.
So it could be literally Flemeth because she was in the Kokari
It
Wilds,
appears
right?
fortune smiles
Or
on
could
us
literally
both
just
today.
be like a god.
I may be able to help you yet.
What we could use just like that? Just like that.
There must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Yeah, catch these nuts.
Should we even trust her? We don't even know what she is.
A
I know
dragon,
what she
dumbass.
is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Okay, so this is
Some
Flemeth.
call me that. Also Flemeth. Asha Belinar. an
Dude,
old
the
hag who
fucking
talks to
glow up.
Does it matter? I offer you this.
The
I
glow
will
up
get
is
your way
immaculate.
past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
What do the rest of you think? Investigate. That's what that symbol looks like. Witch of the Wilds.
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
Then you're an apostate.
I need new
Yes,
bodies, baby.
We have so much in common.
Oh boy, do we. Alright, let's see. Why not go yourself?
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered.
I have an appointment to keep. It is far more convenient this way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
So, like, before she saved us from, like, the top... Because we also defeated an ogre, right? When Alistair and I and two other guys went up top, went all the way up top of the tower that was no longer... What was that tower's name? They said it was an old mage's tower, right? That was long abandoned. Man, that was so long ago, I don't even remember. And she also came and saved us, or at least stated that she saved us, right? Like, I just thought we died. What we'll be
How much
facing.
trouble will this delivery be exactly?
About as much trouble as my saving your lives not 5 minutes ago.
Oh, what the heck? What the fuck?
Good point.
If you knew my daughter, you'd know how seldom I hear that.
Oh yeah.
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
Yeah,
If you
he's
need
dead.
to, leave me behind.
Kill
No.
him.
I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
No, kill him. You won't be married anymore if you do this. We can use more fire. Can't guarantee delivery. I agreed.
We don't have much choice.
We never do. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere,
Dude,
however,
Flemeth looks so hot,
there
bro.
is another matter.
She looks so sick. This is like how I expect Tiamat to look. Oh,
no,
dude.
leave
She's
him
gonna
alone.
fucking emulate him.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
What corruption? We have to help him. Sounds bad. Sounds bad.
This corruption is the permanent sort, I take it.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Okay. This is during the time we were passed out. Alright.
Aveline, listen to me.
Yeah, because it's not nighttime. Nighttime was the
What?
Ostagar stuff, I think, right? I'm not
Please.
exactly sure.
The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
I don't know why I have a saying this, to be completely honest with you. Put him out of his misery? What the fuck is this? It's up to you. She doesn't want to do it. So, my character doesn't even want to fucking deal with him, to be honest with you. He tried attacking us, but he is a chanter.
I'm sorry, Aveline.
I'll do
This has
it.
to be done.
I'll do it, no issue, huh? No problem. No skin off my back. Hey, by the way, do you know a Malcolm? Her dad's name was Malcolm, right? Malcolm in the Middle? Oh, so personal.
Thank you.
Fun fact, stabbing someone does not kill them instantly. You will live for a very long time and die slowly. Right?
Without an end, there can be no peace.
The character looks like a
It
puffy-faced
gets no
doofus.
easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Yes.
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago, it was part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
For more effective control during battle, pause the game and issue orders to your party. Yeah, that is, City of Chains. Fucking... What are we gonna become, the breaker of chains? It says it's a free city, but... Maybe, maybe not, right? Yeah, we're free. For easy access. Oh, nice, my hair teleported. Cool, we get to keep her on our team for a bit, and she has her husband's shield. It'd be a shame if I threw that away. Why? Why be this your main identity if you knew no one could fucking stop you? Is that why? This is like drastically evil.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
Are we really surprised? Everyone's fleeing the Blight. Just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
Is everyone alright? It's totally believable. They can try. Is everyone alright?
So long as we're all safe, that's more important.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Achievement unlock: Mass Exodius. Averland rivalry for doing what shouldest be done. By the way, for doing what shouldest be done. Codex updates. Flemeth, you are required to do nothing and least of all believe. Age ago, legend says Ban Conobar took the wife of a beautiful young woman who harbored secret talents for magic. Flemeth of high ever. For the time, they live happily until the arrival of young poet Osin. This is her creation myth. Returned to Trap Combar killed Osin. For hundreds of years, Flemeth has plotted, stealing men from the chastened sire mother, monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. Skogory witches led an army of chastened from the wilds to strike the Almari tribes. They were defeated by the heroic Cormac. Yep, remember that? All the witches burned, so they say, but no one with the wilds whispered Flemeth lives on in the marshland. Morgan's mother saved the last Grey Warden from death at the top of the tower. Okay, it was Morgan. But just who or what Flemeth really is a mystery. An honest answer regarding apostates. From who? Grand Cleric Francesca of Starkhaven to Lord Guthring Olbulb. An expert from a letter. This looks like a letter. A honest answer regarding apostates. A mage who does not receive the teachings of the circle and who does not have the word of Andraste in her heart is an apostate, and a danger to us all. Without the guidance of the Holy Chantry, a mage may foolishly dabble in the darker arts, blood magic or demon summoning, and thus become a maleficarum. And a mage's mind will ever be a doorway to spirits of the Fade. Spirits are good, though, without proper instruction, and doorway remains open and unsecured. If a demon should come through this doorway and possesses a mage, an abomination is created. Abominations know only madness. They can be reasoned with and will slaughter man, woman, child without thought. Whole cities have fallen to these creatures. Thousands have died at their hands. The Chanter and her Templars have a duty to ensure that this does not happen. If I knew a better way to deal with magic, I would seize upon it immediately. You say we should let the mages guard themselves. I tell you that is no solution. Look at the Teventer Imperium. Their magisters did not know restraint. Without Chantry oversight, the magisters abused their power. Those without magic are trampled underfoot and forced to serve. Slaves are slaughtered by the hundreds to feed the magisters' hunger for power. Even some mages are not spared, for in mages, as in all humans, there exists a spectrum. On one end, the very powerful, on the other, those that can barely light a candle. The Empire cares only for the strongest, and those who do not compare favorably are thrown to the wolves. Imagine your child growing up in such a world. If a mage asked it of you, you would have to give them your daughter, not knowing what his plans for her might be. You could not resist him, and neither could she. Without our Templars and without the Circle, the common man would have no defense against magic. You must deny the mages certain freedoms for the common good. I wish there was another way. I tell the apprentices that is to test their faith, and that this is the will of the Maker. Many understand that we do what we do for their own good, and yet we learn there's different versions of the Chantry, there's different people's interpretation of what Andraste is, what the idea is of her, and we ended up learning that the Circle of Magi and the Chantry and then the Templars are like little bit broken splits of what was. They're two different flavors of something. And the Circle of Magi is another flavor also. Working together. In harmony. Not in harmony. But we ended up learning that some of the Templars are... It's some, right? But it seems like most when we've seen it. But no, actually, you know what? We have never seen any cruel Templars. We've seen Templars doing their job, chasing, like with Anders? There was that Anders quest where we tried to fight his phylactery, and then we had 3-4 Chanters, Templars coming to collect them, but that is their duty, right? But the duty is that you're pretty much, I don't want to say slave, but you're going to be prisoned. You're going to be walled off from the world, and you need to exist in this world if you want to live, right? And also, we're going to use you as an asset for time to come, right? So it's kind of like a, you know, the idea. I understand the idea, like, hey, the Templars there, but it always feels like the Templars overstep and they go too far in some of their shit, right? I feel like a world that I see ideally is that the Templars handle those who are out of line, right? And not treat everyone within the same type of thing, the same hard set stuff. Now we have seen that people abuse this very. There is a blood mage in the Red Grave City, not Red Grave City. What is it? Red Keep or wherever it was. That ended up teaching that little son, because he was told by Logain to be an assassin, to take out Arl Aemon, right? And he ended up having the little boy soul taken, and the mother had to give up her life to save him. In our story, right? So like we've seen the bad, we've only seen the bad side. We've never really seen like the good side of freedom. And every single apostate that we've met has been an asshole in some type of way. But everyone's an asshole and chippy in this game. So like, you know, and then we had Gwyn, who technically was a blood mage, but she was doing it via spirits, and if it was spirits, it's okay. But if it's not, no. Right? So like, I don't know. I always thought like the next step for a mage, seeing how much power they gain, or like seeing how much like more they can do, is, you know, having like the old wizened people who are there literally make a foolproof plan of dominating a demon, of dominating a spirit, and using that to further things. Because why practice magic? Because you're trying to further stuff. You're trying to further your own learning, your own understanding. And I always felt like doing that was like the next stage in this world that is just hidden behind the chantry, because it ends up creating awful, terrible monsters. But that's for people who aren't ready, who don't understand, who are on the run and choose to grab power to be able to defeat those who want to bar them and keep them in one place forever, right? To take them from their lives, to take the children, you know, live in a tower, you know, have your kids taken away if they have magical powers. Like, it's totally understandable why things the way they are, and it's a very awful, difficult situation that has negatives on both sides. But one side has the stripping of freedom, and the other side has unjust death without regulation. And it seems like just more work needs to be put into the world. And the way it is, it's always going to be broken, right? So places. The city of Kirkwall. Kirkwall once lived on the edge of the Demeter Imperium and was home of nearly a bazillion slaves. Stolen from elven lands or... Oh, cucked forever, huh? Or shipped from across the sea, all slaves fed the Imperium's unquenchable thirst for expansion. They worked in massive quarries and sweltering foundries to produce stone and steel for the Empire. The city's complicated past is not easy to forget, history having marked many corners of the Stone City. A ship approaching the harbor spots the city's namesake, an imposing black wall. It is visible for miles and carved into a cliffside are pantheon of vile guardians representing the old gods. Over the year, the Chantry had effaced many of these profane sentinels, but it'll take many more years to erase them all? The Imperium's gods. Huh. Also carved into a cliff is a channel that permits ships into the city's interior. Flanking the channel are two massive bronze statues, the twins of Kirkwall. The statues have a particular use. Kirkwall sits next to the narrowest point of the waking sea, and a massive chain net can be erected between the statues and the lighthouse, closing off the only narrow navigable lane. This stronghold on sea traffic is jealously guarded by the ever-changing rulers of the city, as the neck trolls, taxes, tolls, from pseudo knowledge from the Chantry. It's not real. Okay. Ogre. Towering over the Darkspawn kin, the massive ogres are a rare sight in the battlefield. Traditionally, they are only appear during the Blight, but some records claim the ogres have been spotted in the deep roads hunting alone or in small groups. At least one report the Grey Wardens claimed that an ogre was spotted alone in the Kokiri Wilds in 919 Dragon. Though it was weakened and is easily dispatched, up to 100 of these creatures can accompany the Darkspawn horde at any one time during the Blight, often using their great strength to burst through fortification and demolish the front lines to opposing army. They are brute force to charge their enemies like bulls, slam the ground in the first to shake the enemies off their feet, and hurl giant rocks into the face of oncoming foes. Melee can be difficult against the giant snatches a warrior up in one hand, crushing the life out of them, and beating them into oblivion. Yep. They always had a grab attack. They also have a pounce. The nimble can only try to wriggle away free, and an ally can attempt an array of stunning blows on an ogre to free the comrade in danger. Grey Warden's lore urges caution when slaying an ogre, unless it is to ensure that they have received a major wound to the head or the heart. It is possible they are lying dormant, and we regenerate to full health in a matter of minutes. During a Blight, most Grey Wardens recommend burning all Darkspawn to ashes, dead ogres in particular. I did not know they regened. That's news to me.
We need
Mother.
to find your uncle. With any luck, he's received my letter.
Okay, I'm trying. I want to see these old odds.
How can they take us all away?
Are they? They're probably worried that we have the sickness. Look at that. The sick armor the game has. I do feel like the helmets are a little too big, but I think they're just right, most likely.
Get back to
This
the
man?
crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
Ooh, so that's the Kirkwall symbol. I just seen it on his back. What is this place will happen to us?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar.
Knight
title.
Commander Meredith?
Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted.
Man, look at this
But you shouldn't have
design.
taken that chance.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it, and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
They lock up
Mages in
mages?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Oh boy. I need to get into the distillery. Tell me
There
who to
must be
talk to.
someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Look at that. And so we're let in just a little bit. A little bit. I'm surprised no one else comes. They're like, hey, that guy got past that dude. He's glowing. I wonder why they're covering their ears. What is the reason for the ears being covered?
Let us through!
Tell me, how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My brother.
If he wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my brother.
Really now? One size fit all boobs for
Just
this
take
game.
your things and get back
Swelling.
on the ship.
Swelling.
already left.
You should have thought of that before
How
you
are we
came
supposed to leave? My children are
Our
sick.
ship left. Should have thought about
To
it.
get in to find a healer.
People could stay right here. There's no issue here. Look at this.
What you want?
Look, they even have. Why isn't this taken down?
Don't give us that shit. Where are we supposed to go?
I don't know, Sarah, but there's nothing for you here.
Deserters leader. Oh, they're deserters. Bunch of deserters. Merchant.
I've already told you. I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
Yikes.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron,
Baron.
Your business is done.
But
Berserk man.
now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
Sarah. Did you cheat that woman?
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I
Oof.
supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
You mean people like us?
Of course. My apologies. My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks
Oh,
like yourself.
goodness.
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
I don't need anything.
As you wish, Sarah.
Wesley would have been horrified to see this.
Stop talking about your husband. Enough. All women in RPGs need to be single. How dare you? Yeah, there's no qualling. Look at this. What the fuck is this? Groveling? Wait, there's more here.
We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
He's inflicted with the blight.
One of the guards
God
said you
told
were
me
letting
differently.
in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden.
Dude, we're gonna say we have
Until
family
then,
here,
you stay
and
here.
be reasonable. How much to get in?
Our uncle is
Be
Gamlin
reasonable.
Amal. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlin? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city.
She's a traitor!
Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlin I know is a weasel who couldn't rub 2 coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring
Oh
you to
boy.
him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men? Looks like a...
Oh boy, whoa, shit, man. Be reasonable, please. Be fucking reasonable. Okay, she has a taunt. What does that taunt look like? Ally being attacked by a ranged or magic attack. Being attacked by a melee. Ally being... Oh my god, it makes so much sense. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't it be any other way? Look at that fucking deserter leader of fucking bandit. Blow up the body.
Another wave!
Another wave? What are you talking about? They're not Darkspawn.
Now you fall!
That was all me, right there.
Unbelievable.
Yikes.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this
I'm
kept
sleepy.
under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't
It's
get you into
super
the city.
warm.
It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
And then what? And then what, huh? It'd be funny if he lied in the letters or something like that. That's, I'm assuming, the way that we talk to him. He's just lying in letters.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Wait, I think someone's coming.
What are we eating? Like, how are we staying alive?
Leandra. Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen.
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it, and Drastic guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
I'm more concerned about Mother. Can you get her in at least?
No.
Be a mommy's boy.
We stay together.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said
So
our
there's no
was
family
wealthy.
fortune?
You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlen, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Alright, man, in Lowtown. Fucking dirt road, dirt town, you know, fucking sand town. Whatever that place in Ozamar was called. Why don't we just leave?
Do we need to
Why don't
stay
we
in
just leave?
Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip-deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
We're not putting Mother through that. We came here. We're staying here.
literally everything is barred. We can't stay here.
I need to get my family into Kirkwall.
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
What about you, motherfucker? How about we cut it down in, you know, in thirds? This is the best you can do, so what's a year?
We'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally.
No.
Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits.
Dude, I think this place does contractual slavery.
You might call her a smuggler. Either one of them.
Dude, I think this is gonna be like Ilium, bro.
All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth
in Mass Effect.
What do you think about
Carver?
this, Carver?
What can I say?
I like you could ask them. It's really good. Tell me about this mercenary. I'll go talk to him. Tell me about this smuggler. Mercenary or smuggler? Let's see. We can't. All right, I'm thinking about it. Okay, so thinking about it. Mercenary. We can't be mercenaries. Smugglers, if we get caught. I'm thinking because we're apostates. Mercenary, for some reason I feel that's an official capacity. You get signed on by the governments and other private securities and stuff like that. Really don't give a fuck too much. And then you got smugglers, right? Which total 100% freedom and like everything's relied on if you get caught or not. So it's kind of like,
what kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
what about the other guy?
It's a lot of coin.
When you say that, why didn't you say that for the other guy?
Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Destruction of Lothring. Find either Athernil or Moran in the gallows courtyard. Either might be willing to provide a way into Kirkwall. On way ho, deliver Flemeth's amulet to Keeper Merithari in the Dalish camp on Sunder Mount. Yeah, Sunder Mount these nuts, huh? Alright, let's see. Kirkwall, the gallows. So I can interact with this? Statued or tortured slaves fill the gallows courtyard and ghastly memento of Kirkwall's history. 1500 years ago, Kirkwall was a Tevinter Imperium's largest quarry, feeding the construction of the Imperial Highway. The Imperium's hunger for expansion led to legions of slaves forced into working the quarry. When the Empire's construction phase ended, Kirkwall slid naturally into this new role as the capital of slave trade, the gallows at its heart. Statues are not monuments to suffering of the slave. Are they? Are they not? They sure look like it. Every inch and angle of the country yard was designed by magisters bent on breaking the spirit of newcomers. Executions here took place. Then they're that. Whatever. Executions here took place daily, sometimes hourly, and corpses were hung from the gibbets through the yard. New slaves trudging in from the docks saw and awaited them. When Our Lady turned her armies against the Imperium, the slaves of Kirkwall revolted and claimed the city for themselves. The gallows stood empty for 200 years, not to be reopened until the crowning of Divine Justina I. The gallows transformed the city again when the abandoned prison tower became a home of Kirkwall's Circle. With the pursuit of knowledge, it travels to the Chanter Scholar, a brother Genitive. Bro, look at him. He's our guy. Look at this. Look. Domination. What is happening here? The city's fucking crazy, man. What an interesting place to have the story take place. Look at that. And I like how there's like, oh yeah, by the way, the gallows that, just in case, LOL, OMG, teehee, we turn it into a place with a circle of mages. Teehee. Teehee, the most major slave place in the world. Yeah, we put it for our new slaves. You know, the Magi. Let's see. Look at that. Wrapped around the neck. Ears covered. Ears covered. I wonder if I can get any... They're holding their necks type of thing. In Fane, right? So, but here they're holding their ears and looking up. And then we have like these crazy eagle sentries with giant super omega glaives, right? With, oh my god, with another blade behind their back. What the fuck is that posing? No, what is that? That's the hand up, and then we have behind them another face behind them? A split body like that Dark Souls 2 enemy? With two dual swords. What the fuck? The same here. And then we have the eagle stuff. Big old eagles. Beautiful. Sacred. We got them covering their faces here. Right? Shameful. Mirren right there. Shameful, shameful. And the smuggler where? Smuggler all the way over here. I wonder if I could click there? No. No. Game's like, don't do that. Don't click places. And the smuggler. Alright. Very cool.